In the endless blue expanse of the Atlantic lies an island that carries whispers of forgotten legends. For centuries, its shores remained untouched, its forests thick and unwelcoming, its sands hiding secrets buried beneath time itself. But behind this veil of wilderness lies a tale that begins almost 400 years ago, with a queen who vanished, and with her a treasure beyond imagination. It was the early 1600s, an era of kingdoms, conquests, and empires that stretched across oceans. In a forgotten corner of Europe, a young queen rose to power after the mysterious death of her father. She was not just known for her beauty, but also for her fearless mind, her daring spirit, and her hunger for expansion. Yet history is often cruel to women who rise above men. Betrayed by those closest to her court, she was forced to flee, taking with her something that changed the destiny of an island forever. The queen carried chests of gold, rare jewels, artifacts stolen from rival kingdoms, and scrolls that spoke of forbidden knowledge. But more than wealth, it was said she carried a crown rumored to hold a curse that bound life and death together. Those who wore it would never know peace. The queen knew that such power could not fall into the wrong hands. And so as storms raged and enemies closed in, she sailed across the ocean and disappeared into an island that no sailor dared approach. For centuries, the legend of the island of the Queen's curse haunted sailors and treasure hunters alike. Some claimed to hear the cries of a woman echoing from the waves, while others spoke of ghostly lights flickering across the cliffs on moonless nights. Maps showed nothing, yet survivors of shipwrecks swore of a land where time itself seemed trapped in the 1600s. It wasn't until the late 1800s that a British expedition stumbled upon the island. They were searching for fresh water, but what they found was a crumbling stone structure hidden beneath the vines, walls carved with royal insignias that didn't belong to any known kingdom. At its heart lay a symbol of a crown, etched into the stone like a warning. But before the explorers could dig deeper, half of them fell ill with a mysterious fever. Within weeks, they abandoned the island, and the world dismissed the legend once again. Fast forward to the present day. Technology, satellite scans, and modern archaeology have revealed what maps could not. A group of researchers, drawn by rumors and guided by digital imaging, set foot on the island once again. What they uncovered has shaken the very roots of history. Beneath the earth, buried under layers of volcanic ash and collapsed tunnels, they found chambers carved by human hands. The tunnels were lined with symbols of serpents and crowns, torches still mounted into the walls as if waiting for their queen to return. And there, in the deepest chamber, lay the remains of something the world thought lost forever, a vast treasury. Gold coins, necklaces encrusted with emeralds, thrones carved from ivory, and scrolls preserved in wax. But most haunting of all, in the center of the chamber stood a throne draped in faded royal cloths, and upon it, a crown that gleamed even in the dim light. Historians believe this was the queen's very own. And yet, something strange happened. Every camera, every electronic device, every signal, failed inside the chamber, as if the crown itself rejected being seen by modern eyes. Witnesses later described feeling an overwhelming presence in the room, as though the queen herself was standing there, watching, deciding whether the intruders were worthy of seeing what she had guarded for centuries. One archaeologist reported hearing whispers, in a language she did not know, yet her heart understood. Another claimed he saw a figure, dressed in regal robes, standing at the far end of the chamber before fading into the darkness. Fear gripped the team, but fascination drove them forward. They carefully documented everything, though much of their footage was lost or mysteriously corrupted. What survived is enough to convince scholars that this was no myth, no sailor's tale. This was history hidden away from the world. The Queen's treasure, estimated at billions in value, is now locked away under strict government protection. But what truly matters is not the wealth, it's the unanswered questions. Why did the Queen choose this island? Did she truly flee betrayal, or was she seeking something greater? And what of the crown? Was it cursed or blessed with powers lost to time? Some believe she still walks the island at night, her spirit guarding the only legacy she had left. Even now, local fishermen refuse to sail too close, saying the waves around the island rise unnaturally, pulling ships down into the depths. Birds circle its cliffs, but never land. Nature itself seems to know the island belongs not to man, but to the Queen, who claimed it centuries ago. This is not just the story of a lost treasure. It is the story of a woman erased from the records of kings, who carried her destiny across the ocean and carved her memory into the heart of an island. Her treasure may have been found, but her secret remains. And perhaps that is why the legend continues, because some truths are too powerful, too dangerous, and too eternal to ever be fully revealed.